to hell, everybody. We're not going to be staying long, but before we can bugger off back to the material plane, we have to kill a demon. So yeah, should be fun, right? Said no one ever when talking about the killing of demons, because no one is dumb enough to actually think that.
I'll hurt you if I have to.
Ready and able.
Get down to the demon murder, please.
I will do what I must.
Okay, there goes a salamander.
Just name what you want.
And no, those were not the demons I was talking about. Because, just to remind you from before of what we actually want and or need at this moment in time, and let's switch Nalia back to the arrows she should actually be using. We are looking for a specifically powerful demon because we have to extract its heart in order to be able... How should I put this? We have to kill a very powerful demon and rip out its heart because this sphere we're in uses demon hearts as a power source. Kind of disgusting, I know, but what you gonna do? Ring of the Ram. Huh. Once per day, 5 to 30 hit points of damage to an opponent. You know, I might keep that. It might come in handy for special situations, let's just say. And Aerie. Staff of Fire. Curious. Aerie, how about you get that going for me? Oh, let's ogre power. Strength set to 18. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. But other than that, we also got a message saying that what's-his-face, the guy at our Thieves Guild, is waiting to collect the slice of cash that Renal expects. And we're not really in a position to address that, owing to us being currently in another dimension. And here's the demon we gotta kill. Spare, mortal, for you have disturbed my rest. Kill some Memphits. Yeah, let's just kill some Memphits, and then we can deal with that thing. Okay, I have an idea here. This demon's proving to be a bit of a challenge. So the lot of us will run away. Out of the sight of that demon. We can take on the Memphis first, is the idea. And then, once these Memphis have been dealt with... The fuck? As I was saying, once the Memphis have been properly dealt with, then we can take on the demon one-on-one rather than trying to fight it and its underlings all at the same time. Seems like a pretty good idea to me, anyways. Come on. Get your ass over here, demon underling. Okay.
Onward then.
Now, let's save again. And I will send Toby up in his invisibility cloak to see. Yeah, it's just a demon.
You point, I punch.
Everyone else attack. Toby, get into
I will do what I must.
I was just saying how I wanted Toby to get into a flanking position and use that, but he was not able to and has been fucking paralyzed. Speaking of Toby, he's now dead, shortly before the demon is. Reload. And I'm just, in this case, going to say, fuck it. Let's just have everyone attack all at once, because
You are no
probably
match for
the
mine.
best way to do it. I say that, and then everyone but Nalia gets paralyzed. Honestly, it's like I can't win here, really.
Of course. Yes.
Let's have a slot
dream of
assembled back here.
Something you need.
Oh yes.
Someone took a hit there. A very annoying hit. Down goes the demon. Now kill the imp. Okay, Toby, go and pick up a demon heart for me. Thank you so much. And now we are done in here, I think. No reason for us to continue our residence in hell any longer than we really have to, I don't think. And so here we are in the engine room. And just a warning, guys, this place is rather full up with golems.
Yes?
Who tend to not like people very much. And Angelo's kind of wounded. Sorry, did I say Angelo? Where the hell did that come from? Baldur.
Watch your every move in a place.
Good gory. Sorry, I think I know where the Angelo thing came from. I've been rewatching Squeeze Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 2 around the same time that I'm playing through my own, and he has a mod installed for a party member called Angelo, who's that dude that we massacred in the fight with Lavok in Baldur's Gate 1.
Something is wrong
And
here.
I guess I just started thinking of that for a moment.
No effect.
Anyways, that's one golem down.
This weapon has no effect.
Let's
Something
make
is
it
wrong
2.
here.
This weapon has no effect.
Something is wrong here.
This weapon has no. This weapon has no effect.
Something is wrong here.
Yeah, we get this weird thing with magic items for some reason where our weapons are only effective half the time. Which is bizarre as fuck. Now, I could just shove in the demon heart now, but I want to explore this area thoroughly. Before we shove in the demon heart, because doing so, doing said shoving in of demon heart will actually result how the hell is that thing immune to all our damage? That should not be possible. We're all using fucking magic weapons. I'm bloody confused right now.
Yes.
Oh well. Stone golem heading this way. We can murder.
Something is wrong
That'll
here.
work.
This weapon has no effect.
I don't like the looks of
This
Something is
weapon has no
wrong here.
effect. This weapon has no effect.
Something is wrong
This
here.
weapon has no effect.
Something is wrong here.
Okay. Now let's jump on the other stone golem
Something is
over
wrong
there.
here. Something is wrong here.
There we go.
I wouldn't dream
Stone
of
golem
refusing.
is now dead golem.
Something you need.
Yeah, I am just basically trying to clear this out for the sake of it and because I like exploring. If you hadn't figured that out. But I don't think there's a whole lot left to explore over there. There's that one golem that killed me before. I'll turn invisible. Let's see what's over here. There's a bit of loot, but for now, Toby, run away.
It's a bother, but I could use some help.
Oh, son of a bitch. Apparently not fast enough to run away from the bloody golem. Seriously, how are those things so fast? That's what I would love to know, because honestly,
Yes.
that's a ridiculous speed for them to be able to run at. It really is.
Of course.
Yes?
Now, Aerie, do you have any healing spells left on you? You have some light wounds spells, but we've used up most of your big ones already. Looks like we'll be using up all of what remains of your healing spells. I will say, though, it's rather nice having a dedicated healer in our
I
party
wouldn't
for
dream of
once.
refusing.
I spent basically the entirety of Baldur's Gate 1 having Jaheira be our healer, which worked out pretty well, but Jaheira is a fighter, not a healer. And so she's not really very well suited to it, whereas Aerie is a pretty damn good healer.
Ready and
Speaking of, please butcher this golem for me. The fuck? What the hell? How is this golem taking no damage? I don't understand. We are clearly hitting it, and yet it's doing nothing. Okay. Let me check something with Toby. How? You have 3 potions of invisibility. In here? Does anyone else have any? That would be a no. Because if I can, I would have liked to be able to use an invisibility potion and just have Toby run away after looting that. Aerie, can you ID that? Yep, diamond. We've gotten quite a few valuable gems out of this. They's getting sold. This is all of that. Speaking of which, I might have Aerie learn these spells. Yeah, most of them are offensive ones, but she could do with a little bit of combat magic, so that she's not just a healer we have sitting on the back ranks. There we go.
Yes.
You point,
Okay.
I punch. Where Minsk goes, evil stands aside.
So here is what I am going to try. You guys hang out there. Toby will give the core its demon heart.
Of course.
Now that we've done that, and let's actually read this. For lack of an obvious solution, you feed the demon heart to one of the many mouths. Later, the sphere shudders and you can feel it powering up. The power core roars to life, distorting space, and races through the planes. After a few minutes, the sphere lurches, the power fades, and the power core fizzles. The sphere has taken its last planar jaunt. And I'm going to go... Nope, it's still hostile. Would you mind ever so much me asking you to just fuck off? Honestly. Apparently you would mind ever so much.
With vengeance.
But we killed it. I don't know what we did different that time that every previous attempt I hadn't done, but I killed that clay golem.
Ready and able. Just as I thought.
Unless for some reason you had to be back on the material plane to kill it, but I don't understand why that would be the case. I really don't. In any case, there's a loot box over here, and a trap I just triggered by being an idiot. In any case, far be it from me to leave loot behind. I'm pretty sure that leaving loot behind is some sort of cardinal sin, in the way that Toby views the world, quite honestly. Would not surprise me.
Onward.
Now, let's talk with Mr. Crazy Not So Crazy Necromancer Dude and see if we need to do anything else.
We'll return to our own plane. Please, stranger, as per our bargain, let me see my son one last time.
Very well. I will do as you ask, then.
I am most grateful. If you could but carry me, my strength has all but fled. My last moments are upon me.
Okay, then. And out we go, carrying a crazy necromancer. Interesting, if nothing else.
It is the sky, after all. I had forgotten how it looked after so long. I thank you. I wish...
He is dead. Lavok, the necromancer, is finally dead. I can scarce believe it. My family's vow has been fulfilled, and I am now safe. And yet I feel little satisfaction. I had no idea it would be like this.
Yeah, well, who could have guessed that he'd actually turn over a new leaf and be quasi-possessed while he was off doing his crazy dimensional necromancy stuff. Really, who could have guessed that?
Could he actually have been redeemed?
After all that time, did he fight that demon to prevent it from escaping the sphere?
If you had asked me such a question even a day ago, I would have answered that such redemption was impossible. Now I am not so sure. I think perhaps that I do not know all that I think I do. I have not seen as much of the world as I thought I did. A disturbing realization. I would continue to travel with you if you would allow me. If there is so much I am not aware of, I must discover it. Will you have me?
Yes, I will. I would be glad to have you in my company, Valgar. It would be most appreciated. My thanks, Toby. I will not fail you.
Something you need.
Good,
I've been
good.
thinking, I shall never fly again. Never taste the freedom of my wings. I am sure that I don't know if I can face this wretched existence on the ground.
Aw. Cheer up, Aerie. It's not all bad down here. It's really
Calm
not.
down, child. I have been listening to your simpering for quite some time, and it begins to grate on my nerves. You are in this group to help Ezariko. Pull yourself together.
I am not your child. I'm older than you are, more than likely. And the only thing my simpering does is distract you from those little looks you're always giving him.
Seriously? Catfight between Jaheira and Aerie? Okay, this is getting awkward. If a life adventure will turn me into an annoying, heartless woman, ready to abandon her dead husband's memory so soon after his death, then maybe you're right. Oh, Aerie, that's going a bit far, I think. You cross a line, Aerie. You do not know enough about love to question my love for Khalid. Mention his name again and you shall regret it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to step in here, Aerie, and just say, don't do that again. That's something of a taboo around Jaheira. I don't care, Toby. I can't stand this, I can't stand her, and especially can't stand being stuck on the ground like some worm. Oh, Bearvan, help me. Come on, life down here isn't so wretched, Aerie. It'll be fine. But it is, Toby. How could you understand when you haven't flown in the clouds to feel weightless and free? Oh, how I miss it. Well, your wings are gone now, aren't they, Aerie? I'm afraid you're simply going to have to find the strength to face up to that. And find the strength? Find the strength? How can you be as cruel as to cast that at me? I am a member of a proud race. My wings were everything to me. I can never go back to Fenya Dale. I could not face them without my wings. Here I am stuck like an insect crawling on the dirt. You tell me to simply be strong? Well, what am I supposed to be strong for? I hate this existence. Okay. I suppose that can come across as being a bit whiny, admittedly. Maybe I'm just more forgiving towards Aerie than a lot of people seem to be, but that's honestly the first in any conversation or anything that I've had with her where she's actually come across as being whiny, so... But to be entirely fair to her, like she says, her wings were a pretty core part of her identity, and she just lost that and is still, from what I could tell, kind of struggling to be able to deal with it. So it's understandable that she would be quite upset about it and not react well to Jaheira just effectively telling her, get over it. So, it's understandable. Alright, we're here, so...
Task at hand.
Let's speak to... What's-his-face?
It is time to see how your thieves functioned with their last set of instructions.
I'll begin with Hans. He did reasonably well. He did not have much of a challenge, but a meager profit is ample reward for low risk. Let's check on how Goshen did under your instruction. Goshen has returned with a small profit. There's not much risk involved at all, and he's brought an appropriate amount as a reward. Not under your command is Kretor. Let's check on his progress. Or next under your command, rather. Kretor played it safe as per your instructions, kept his activities to a minimum, and has returned with a small bit of coin. Next under your command is Morsa. Kept her activities to a minimum, exporting only small amounts of contraband. Her return is accordingly small. Last is Varia. She did reasonably well, considering the restrictions. Her risk was low, so her return is as well. A meager profit. 150. Now that's all of them. Do not forget to give the quartermasters dues, or Renal will close down the guild. It does not wait for long. You can choose now to do one of two things. Your thieves can continue with the same instructions they already have, or you can choose to change their focus. I think I'm going to modify their instructions. It's a rather paltry sum of coin to be bringing in. First is Hans. He specializes in housebreaking and safe cracking. What is he currently up to? Alright, how high of a quota should he aim for? Increased risk, blah. I'm gonna put everyone on moderate, actually, I think. Give that a try. Groups, I think. But try for better targets also. Goshan, I will give some directions. Quick as he can, I guess. But take his time on the execution of the job. Information gathering. Pretor. He can stick to lifting purses. Toby's not a dick, and we're not about to go bludgeoning people for a few extra coins. He can go for the rich areas. Will you bribe the owners of the places he works out of? Safer if they're sympathetic, but if you're concerned about the gold. Silence is golden, and I don't mind paying for it. More, sir? Okay. Smuggle larger shipments, please. But avoid the dangerous goods. It's not worth it. Should she dabble in slaves? Fuck no. Just one more rogue whose preferred activity is providing protection, keeping embarrassing activities safe. Alright then. I'll take a direct hand here too. She can work here in Athkatla, I think. How forceful should she be? Gets less coin if she's lenient, but victims are less likely to call the authorities. No need for anyone to get hurt. Keep it civil. It will be so. In her blackmail endeavors, she usually sticks to minor government officials. Their secrets are not worth as much, but they pay more readily. Stick to that for the time being, then. Relatively easy to meet. And let's talk to Mr. I want money. Yes, I've been expecting. Reno awaits your tribute. Yes, I know. No need to get excited. This is not excited, I am merely eager to receive your gold quota. Null awaits it. He wishes to see if you are a profitable guild master. If not, someone else will be appointed. Now then, you would be so kind as to give me the gold you owe me? It's a small amount, surely. You look a prosperous guild. This time, it is a mere 500 gold. Certainly you can pay this without too much stress. Your thieves are young, but they are skilled. Okay. There you go. A pleasure doing business with you. Reno will be most pleased with your performance. I wish you well. I think we are done here. So now we'll rest up, heal our wounds, and sell some stuff to our friends. Or hold that thought. We'll refrain from doing our little selling until we've identified some items. Not only is inventory is full, identify this for me. King's Tier. Quite the valuable item indeed. There's a couple
wonders I have seen, but I save the best for you.
There's a couple of identifications that we're not going to need to pay the merchant to do. Okay. Now, a little bit of selling to be done. All those gems. Zyos. Necklace. Okay. Black opal. Very nice indeed, these. Moonbar gems. Yes, bringing in some nice amounts of coin from this. And just look at the amount we've got so far. Nearing that 30,000 mark once again. Hoo hoo hoo. The emeralds, well, longbow +1 we no longer need because we have a good replacement for it. Let's see. Staff of Fire +2. I'll keep it for now. Not actually sure. 2 extra 2nd level spells, 1 3rd level, and 1 4th level. This ring is going to be very good for any of our mages. It really is. Plus 25 to trap detection is honestly kind of worthless to us. So I will up and sell that. That's all the selling that we need done there.
And as you will.
Okay, so we've come here to the Five Flagons Inn to find Aerie's Uncle Quail's friend, who he asked us to help out if we could. I'm gonna have to pop into my journal real quick though and check what her name is. Rayless Shy. Oh, Playhouse Beneath the Five Flagons.
I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Let's see. I don't see any stairs down, so I'm not sure where this is supposed to be.
It's just like I thought it would be.
But
Helping
Lord
others and doing
Streck,
good things.
or Sturk even, let's see what he has
My
to
time
say.
is quick, so be brief, commoner.
Oh, he's just whining about how melodramatic their plays are.
Something you need?
But there's the stairs over there that I magically overlooked.
You must gather your
Okay.
Pleasure to meet you.
A fair eve to you, sir. The troupe of players is just beginning its performance. If you wish to partake, we ask that you donate 5 gold for a ticket, but it is not required. Would you like to purchase a ticket, then? Very well.
Just as I thought.
Yes?
Ready
Of course,
and able.
that's not why we're
Onward
here.
and-
We're just looking for Quail's friend. So let's see if we can't help out with that. I don't see any names, but Maybe we'll show up after the
Your lover
play.
has abandoned thee, sweet Lunesia. You have only one option left. Turnest thou to me, and let us be wed at last.
No, Kirinaldo, I cannot. Oh, Rodrigo, Rodrigo, my fair love, where hast thou gone?
Here I am. Here I am, my, sweetums.
Yes, Rodrigo, Rodrigo, it is thee at long last. But where have...
I've been, across the sea, my fair one. Yes, that's it. Across the sea, and,
Say, that's not the actor they had last time.
And perhaps on the new...
Yes, that's it. On the new lands. Yes,
Where's the actor that was here last time? Ugh.
This is terrible, awful.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with the audience here. This is basically the poor man's version of Romeo and Juliet. I'm calling it right here.
But is it Rodrigo? No, no, how can this be?
well, you should be, so, confused? It is confused, right?
It is baffled. Baffled!
Baffled, yes. Well, you should look so baffled, my lord. Kirinaldo. 'Twas you who...
Oh, terrible. Get him off the stage.
Who, which that,
Arranged for me to be shipped across the sea.
What's that?
Yes, you are correct, Rodrigo. 'Twas I that arranged for thy trip across the great ocean. 'Twas, truly fiendish of me, but how did thy ever come to return so quickly?
I forget. I'm just the understudy. Mary Spain, I refuse to watch this.
Oh, wow.
I agree. Boo! Boo!
Boo! Boo, that's all.
Oh dear.
This is just the best.
I am sorry, good folk of the audience. As you can see, things are not quite right with our troupe due to circumstances beyond our control.
What is this? And boo, we're just getting into this wonderful story when it was sadly interrupted. A work of mastery this is.
I beg of you, good people, come back another day when we have restored matters. We shall prove to you then that the Sigil troupe is worthy of your attention and coin. And we shall do so for free, of course. And one final odd request, good folk. If you or another knows of those who are skilled in the arts of sword and adventure, do send them to speak to me. It is a matter of utmost urgency. Tell them to come and speak to I, Raelis Shy. Until then, I apologize again and bid you a fair evening.
Okay. Okay. And as it happens, Raelis is the name of the person we're supposed to go and speak. To go and speak to. So, Toby and Aerie will go off and have this conversation. This is a friend of Aerie's uncle, after all, so she should probably be involved. Hello there, Raelis. What you got to say?
Hello. I am afraid if you are looking for a refund for tonight's performance, I can only tell you to come back when our troupe is not in such disarray.
Oh, we're not here to... That is, we've come to help you if we can. My uncle, well, he's not really my uncle. He seemed to know you and asked me to come and see you. And you are certainly welcome here among us, dear child, but I'm afraid you have me at somewhat of a loss. Who's this uncle you speak of? Quail. His name's Quail. He raised me in the circus. Ah, yes, the young illusionist gnome. I heard he had come to the city, but had not expected him to reply to my letters so quickly. How does he fare, dear elf? You must have known him a long time ago, then. Quail is fine. He's running the circus here in the city and asked us to come when he received your letter. If this is so, then yon gnome has done far more than I thought possible. It was in fair return for the time I aided him in sigil. Will you help me, child? It's more up to Toby, really, ma'am. I've been traveling with him, but it's one of the experience to help you. Maybe you could tell us what's wrong? You must hear of our story, then. One of our actors, Hail Dallas, has been kidnapped by a wizard native to this city. He has made no effort to negotiate with us. The wizard's greed may have called him to the side of Herr Dallas's beloved gem, something our sparrow would not gladly surrender. This wizard has stolen both away, and there's nothing we can do. I would ask that you return our sparrow and this gem to us both, by whatever means possible. And why did you not simply go to the city guard about this? I mean, that is their job, after all. I am unsure of your particular customs, but it has never been this sigil's fortune to be treated fairly by the many city authorities that we have come across. As well, though Herr Dallas might be released, would the gem be returned? The wizard could say it is his, and we could offer no proof to the contrary. No, we must have our brother and his gem both safely returned with no questions asked of us due to our strangeness. This is the best way. Tell me who this wizard is, then, and where he might be located. His name is Mekrath, I believe. I know his lair can be accessed through the city's sewers, though where exactly it lies is a mystery. Very well, then. I shall do as you ask. Fly, then. Fetch our brother away from his captor, however you might, and return to us soon. My prayers go with you, my good man. I'm pleased that you're willing to help her. If I remember right, we should be able to enter the sewers in the Temple District. And there we can track down this wizard, Mekrath. Yeah, I remember the same thing, Aerie, so let's get going. Let's get going. First stop, the Temple District. Because clearly the temple is the reasonable place to access the sewers, eh? Honestly, whoever built this city's sewer access points has no sense of thematics or drama, honestly. Accessing the sewers through the Temple District? What is wrong with these people? Do they have no sense of drama, really? This is absurd. And it's a crazy profit. So, time for a rescue mission in the sewers, it would seem. So, from literal... It appears that we are going from literally fighting demons in hell to rescuing a member of a play.
I never saw
a
much of the cities
performance
from the
group.
circus. Are they all so crowded like this?
Yeah. So it looks like we're going from rescuing. So it looks like we're going from fighting a literal demon in actual hell, or the abyss as they called it, to rescuing a member of a performing troupe of actors from a mage down in the sewers. Swings and roundabouts, everyone. Swings and roundabouts.